Welcome back to The Explainer. Wow, what a day on Wall Street. The date is July 31st, 2026, and we've just witnessed an absolutely historic, high-stakes divergence following a massive wave of earnings from the Magnificent Seven. We are literally watching market capitalizations shift by hundreds of billions of dollars in a single afternoon as investors ruthlessly reevaluate who the actual winners and losers are in this current cycle.
Okay, let's dive into this. On one side of the screen, we have absolute fire. Amazon printing a monstrous 15.32% surge on the back of explosive AWS growth. But on the flip side, we have ice. Apple taking a brutal 7.35% tumble, completely weighed down by hardware margin pressures. What we're seeing here is a quintessential, extreme market tug-of-war. The core debate driving this massive split, whether all those billions of dollars in AI capital expenditure are actually translating into immediate, scalable profits.
So here is our game plan for today's deep dive. First, we'll take a top-down macro view on the Nasdaq index. Second, we'll dissect Amazon's bullish breakout. Third, we'll analyze Apple's bearish breakdown. And fourth, we'll map out our exact strategy and trading execution.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the macro view on the Nasdaq index.
Before we get into the individual charts, we have to acknowledge the macro headwinds right now, because they are no joke. Brent crude oil has rebounded sharply, hitting right around $88 a barrel. At the exact same time, the 10-year Treasury yield has spiked above 4.73%. Historically, as you know, this combination drives severe inflation anxiety and puts direct valuation pressure on high-growth tech stocks. But despite all this tension, the tech sector is showing some incredible, frankly, surprising technical resilience.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer defense of the long-term trend. The Nasdaq actually closed at 25,373.85, up exactly 1%. But the most critical piece of data on this chart is where the price is sitting relative to that 200-day moving average, which is way down there at 23,998.06. By holding so firmly above this critical bull/bear baseline, the market is loudly declaring that the secular bull market remains fully intact, completely shaking off the recent short-term turbulence and those macro headwinds we just talked about. To really understand the mechanics of this bounce, we need to look under the hood across multiple time frames. Starting on the daily, the bottom is confirmed. You can see the MACD red bars expanding, plus we have a beautiful golden cross on the KDJ momentum indicator. However, if you step down to the 1-hour time frame, things are running a bit hot. The RSI is flashing as 73, and the KDJ's J value is sitting at 82.5, both signaling short-term overbought conditions. Finally, on the 15-minute chart, momentum is fading, which tells us we need some intraday consolidation. Honestly, this is a perfect scenario. If those 1-hour overbought levels can just cool off through some healthy sideways trading, we are looking at a highly constructive setup for the rally to continue.
Pulling all this Nasdaq analysis together, a couple of key bullish structures really jump out. Notice how that red horizontal support line held the line beautifully at 25,026.97. That specific action is carving out a very clear potential W bottom or double bottom. Even better, look at the volume. It expanded to 9.63 billion. When you get increasing volume on a bounce off major structural support, that is the hallmark of a high-quality, healthy price-volume relationship. It screams that institutional smart money is aggressively defending these lower valuations, while retail traders are panicking.
Moving right along to Section 2, Amazon and its incredibly bullish breakout. Up $36.08, a massive 15.32% single-day surge, closing the day at 271.58. Let's be real, numbers like this on a trillion-dollar company aren't just market moves, they are tectonic shifts. This explosion was driven by two massive fundamental catalysts: AWS cloud computing revenues rapidly reaccelerating thanks to generative AI infrastructure demand, combined with aggressive cost optimization across their retail and logistics arms. The core fundamental thesis here? Completely validated.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what that shift looks like on a chart. Amazon didn't just break out today, it basically teleported. Look at that massive breakout gap left behind between 246.63 and 262.01. It completely bypassed the upper Bollinger Band, forcing it into extreme expansion. In the volume, it doubled to 127 million shares traded in a single session. This right here is the absolute textbook definition of a high-quality trend reversal and massive institutional accumulation. To really grasp how violent this move was, just trace where the moving averages were left in the dust. The 5-day is sitting way down at 239.20, the 10-day at 240.41, the 20-day at 243.86, the 50-day lifeline at 246.63, and that 200-day bull/bear line way down at 235.01. With just one single daily candle, Amazon blasted through every single layer of short and medium-term resistance, flipping a tangled, bearish moving average setup into a wildly powerful bullish divergence.
But as always, we can't just look at the daily. On the 1-hour time frame, we're seeing extreme historical overbought conditions. The RSI peaked at 82.59. Now you might see that and think it's time to panic sell, but hold on. Jump over to the 15-minute time frame. The KDJ's J value has already cooled down to 38.2, and the MACD is flashing green to red. So what does this actually mean? It means the stock is doing exactly what it needs to do, undergoing a healthy, narrow intraday consolidation between 271 and 273. It's digesting those massive gains without surrendering an inch of price territory.
Okay, time to pivot sharply to the flip side. Section 3, Apple and the bearish breakdown.
Fundamentally speaking, Apple is facing a highly specific crisis right now. Despite posting incredibly strong growth in their services division, Wall Street executed a brutal, swift reevaluation of Apple's short-term valuation. Why? Profit margin pressure on their core hardware, compounded by some severe supply chain anxieties relating to AI component sourcing. In today's market environment, if your hardware margins slip even a fraction, your valuation premium is instantly revoked. So the crucial point is really visible on this daily chart. The drop was violent. It pierced straight through the 5, 10, 20, and 50-day moving averages, leaving a massive downside gap between 310.69 and 324.37. But I want you to direct your attention to the bottom of that daily candle. See that long lower shadow? It dips down and tags the $300 integer level exactly, before bouncing nearly $9 to close at 308.91. That long wick tells us a very clear story. Institutional smart money stepped in aggressively at that $300 psychological and technical floor to buy the dip.
So the mechanics of a potential bounce for Apple are actually lining up mathematically as we speak. Step 1, the daily RSI plummeted to a severely oversold reading of 26.45. Step 2, the 1-hour time frame has clearly hit technical exhaustion and started to stabilize around that $300 mark. Step 3, zooming into the 15-minute time frame, the MACD just triggered a golden cross as bottom fishers started stepping in late in the session. Look, if this sequence holds up, a short-term mathematically driven technical bounce to go test that overhead resistance is highly probable.
Which brings us to our final segment, Section 4, Strategy and Trading Execution.
Let's move to and see how this builds into our rigid Wall Street-style execution parameters. For Amazon, whatever you do, do not chase the high. You wait patiently for a pullback into the buy zone at the top of the gap, right between 263.50 and 266.00. Your take-profit targets are 274.75 and 282.40. But here is the key. Your ironclad stop-loss is 262.01. If that gap fills, the thesis is broken and you get out. Now, for Apple, the left side buy zone is 304 to 306, targeting a gap fill bounce up toward 316.95 or 324.37. But listen closely on this one. The strict stop loss is exactly $300. If that intraday low fails, you must step aside to protect your capital. In this game, respecting the red line is literally everything.
And that brings us to the most important question driving the rest of this trading year. As this massive AI capital expenditure cycle matures, will the market continue to blindly reward pure infrastructure plays like Amazon? Or are we going to see further punishment for consumer hardware constraints like Apple? The data is set, the technical levels are drawn, and the market is about to show its hand. Thank you so much for joining me for this data-driven briefing. Until next time, stay sharp and always respect the levels.